How's it going, everyone? This is Joe with Joe's Gaming Electronics, and today we're going to be doing the Bose QC35 II versus the Bose 700. So as you can see here, they're actually very similar, but they're also a little bit different. So the design looks similar right here, but as you can see with the 700s, these are made out of metal on the outside, which is really cool, and also the cups are made out of metal as well. So it's slightly better quality than the QC35 IIs. So I've worn both of these. You know, we usually like to wait a little bit before we do these reviews, so then you guys can have a little bit more insight on, you know, maybe some things that the average person can't see about these, or if you don't have both of these at home, you can't really compare them. So I've been wearing them around the office. I do really like them a lot. One of the things I don't like about Bose in general is I do like a slightly louder music. I like something that's going to have better bass in it, and the Bose headphones don't necessarily have that bass that I'm used to with my Beats headphones and stuff like that. So with these Bose headphones, you do have a really clear sound, and you also have pretty loud sound. I mean, it's not as loud as a Studio 3 or a Studio 2, but it is really nice. And one of my favorite qualities about the QC35 IIs is the fact that they're so comfortable. I can wear these all day. I can wear these for 10-12 hours, no issues at all. So that's what I love about them. The way they design these ear pads is really cool, because the back part of your ear right here just slides right into this ear pad, and it makes it really easy for your ears just to hang out in those headphones, and you're really good to go. Also, in some rare circumstances, maybe you're outside using a saw, or if you're going ahead and doing some constructions, these work really well for earmuffs as well. So because they have noise cancellation, really good noise cancellation, they're going to cancel out a lot of noise, which is really cool. And so I'm a big fan of the QC35 IIs. The QC35 Is, the first series, are also really good. They just have a couple little features that the second edition don't have. On the other hand, the Bose 700s, these are really cool. These are obviously the new headphones that Bose just came out with. One of the cool things about them is they're very sleek. You know, there's not a lot of buttons or anything like that, and that the way they design them is really cool. You can also see that a little bit smaller, about 1 inch smaller than the QC35s, and they're about a couple ounces lighter than the QC35s as well. So it's really cool to see that Bose is going to this metal style. The reason why is because it's probably going to be a lot stronger, and it's going to last a lot longer. One of the common things we see with the QC35s is when you spin this over time, this part right here, this metal part that's inside, will break over time just from spinning that back and forth. Because typically you would spin it like this, and then you'd go this way and put this in your case. And over time that creates wear. So with these 700s, we haven't seen too many issues yet. Of course, they are new headphones, so over time we'll see what kind of issues can we come across. But so far it seems like they have a really sturdy hinge here that shouldn't break, and that's going to make a really big impact on how long the headphones are going to last. You know, if you're paying $300 to $400 for headphones, or if you buy it from our website for half the price, you know, you want to make sure your headphones last for quite a while. So those are kind of things you'll have to keep in mind if you're purchasing something, because you want to make sure your headphones last a really long time. So out of both headphones, comfortability wise, I really like the QC35s. They're really comfortable, and I really like the way they work. Even though they do have buttons, you know, that's already not cool to have buttons on headphones. I like the fact they do have buttons, because they have a plus and minus button that's predictable. And with the with the 700 headphones here, the buttons are here in the gesture touch. So you're going to slide up for up volume, down for down volume. You're going to go next and back, and you're going to double tap to accept or decline calls or pause and play things. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't work. Who the hell knows? It's really difficult to tell sometimes. It is a newer technology for them, so I've had trouble with, you know, sliding back and forth and all the other stuff, and that's something I'm not a big fan of. I want to be able to hit the power button. I want to be able to go up and down in volume, pause, play. And if that doesn't work when I want it, that's not super exciting for me. So let's look at the couple of voice assistants they have built into here. So as you can see here on the left side, they both have this feature on the left side of the headphones. They have this button here. So on the QC35 IIs, you have this button that gives you the Google Voice and Amazon Alexa. On the 700 headphones, you have this button here on the left side as well. It's going to give you Siri. It's actually on the left side of the headphones. It's going to give you the noise cancellation levels. But if you're going to go ahead and use the voice assistant, you can use Siri, Google, and Amazon all on the 700. So what they ended up doing is adding the Siri touch to it, where you can talk to your phone and the headphones will perform actions based off what you say to your headphones. So that's kind of a pretty cool option. I mean, it's very small. One of the nice things I like about the 700s is you have 11 different features in regards to the noise cancellation. So when you do click on the left side here, you're going to have presets. You're going to have On my headphones, I have a preset of 0, no noise cancellation. I have a preset of 5, which is medium noise cancellation. I have a preset of 10, which is the highest noise cancellation level. So you have different levels in regards to if you want to hear some background noise or if you don't want to hear any background noise. I tend to run in the 10 range. I like to be very zoned in. So I put my headphones on, get as much noise cancellation as possible and get as much stuff done as possible. So I usually keep it on the 10, but you can adjust the levels. On the QC35s, there's not really a way to adjust the levels. Either noise cancellation's on or no noise cancellation's off. So that's something you want to keep in mind as well. Both of these headphones both have internal batteries, so that is good and bad. Of course, over time you're going to have issues where you're going to have to replace the batteries. That's something we do repair, so we see that pretty commonly. And just through usage and cycles, you're going to have to eventually replace it. As you can see here, the 700 headphones have the Type-C charger port, slightly different, and then you have the QC35 IIs here, which have a micro USB charger port. A couple small differences. Aesthetically, if we're just going to flip these, you can see that these are not going to fold. The 700 headphones are not folding. These, on the other hand, do fold. The QC35s fold and they twist, so you can get a pretty small profile on these. You can go this way, you can go this way, however you'd like. With the 700 headphones, you basically got this, and you got the up and down with the adjustments. You got the up and down adjustments here too, so you have a really big head. You can extend the suckers down, stretch them out as much as you need to, so that's an option for you as well. But generally, I've just really enjoyed the QC35 IIs. Why? I don't know, just for comfortability reasons mainly. The sound quality for me is exactly the same. There's no difference in sound quality. And it's just more predictable for me in regards to the buttons. Alright, so battery life, really important. Everybody likes to know what's going on with battery life. The battery life on them is exactly the same. You got 20 hours on both headphones, so pick and choose. You got the same thing across the board. We do sell these headphones on our website. They go really quick, so if you guys do need to get them, check out our website. If they're out of stock, your email, and we'll go ahead and email you when we have them back in stock. But they're really popular. People really like the Bose headphones, and I'm a big fan of them as well. I've really enjoyed them so far. So one of the things I want to show you guys last before we're going to do a little quick sound test is just the ear pads. As you can see here on the 700 headphones, the ear pads are a little bit fatter, and they do a much better job in keeping the noise in. And on the QC35s, they have a slightly thinner ear pad right here, as if you just look at the thickness of the pads. And the design of this is also similar, where you have this space for your ears, which is not going to be irritating too much. So yeah, they look really sleek. Out of all the headphones out there, they're really sleek, and I like that about them. Now, one more thing that I've noticed about them that's going to help the longevity of the 700 headphones is the fact they have a rubber cushion here instead of a leather cushion. Over time, this leather cushion does go bad. It's something we do repair often, just because it's going to flake. You're going to have different types of oil residues and whatever other kind of things people put product in their hair, so this will just eventually soak it up. But this, on the other hand, just a piece of rubber, and all you gotta do is run some alcohol through here, through the back and the top. Really easy to maintain. So the long term of this new design is actually really appealing to me. It's going to be great. It's going to last longer, and that's obviously what everybody wants as a product. Is a product that's going to last a long time. Alright, I want to quickly do a sound test on these and see if I can tell a difference. I haven't done a clear sound test yet, so I'm going to quickly do that. And if I see anything interesting, I'll let you guys know. So I'm going to quickly connect these to my phone, and we're going to go from there. So I'll start with the QC35 IIs. I'm going to connect them really quickly, and we'll get that rocking. I have a pretty good jam list on my Spotify, so get to it. Up volume here, right side. I got the up and down volume, and we got the multimedia button, power button on the right side as well. Hey cameraman, can you hear a lot of sound? So it's leaking quite a bit. That's 100%. Alright, we'll see how the 700s are.
I can hear it pretty clearly.
I can't hear you. Alright, so we just pause
We
that.
can hear it pretty clearly.
So you can hear it through. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and try the 700s and see how the sound leakage is. My guess is the sound's not gonna leak as much because of the thickness of the ear pads. I think that's one of the iterations they made on these headphones to make them a little bit better. So let's go ahead and connect them and jam out some more. So 100% volume. So up, down volume, next, back, pause, play, and then we got our power buttons here. How's the leak? Not as much?
Not nearly as much.
I can't hear you. The bass on Bose headphones is not that good. If you want to flex, put 2 headphones on. Ultra sound cancellation. Alright, pause it. Sweet. So cameraman, how was it?
Not nearly as much.
Not as much. So still a little bit of sound.
Slightly.
So we've done some testing on the sound leakage for the ear pads. There is a couple decimal difference between the QC35s and the 700s. And that's really good that they've made the ear pads a little bit thicker, but because they've made the ear pads thicker, it's also not as comfortable to wear it as long, just from my experience. So those are a couple of things, a couple of tangible things you guys can take into account when purchasing these headphones. You can tell the difference, right? There's some sound leakage from one or the other, so I prefer the QC35 IIs, but I'm also not the person that works next to me that has to hear my music playing through. Also something to keep in mind if you want to be courteous to your coworkers or to your family around the house. Alright folks, well thanks so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, any comments you guys want to leave, go ahead and leave them. We'll get back to you guys as soon as we can. If you guys want to support us, go ahead and check out our website, joesge.com. We really do appreciate it. And this is Joe signing out. Have a wonderful day.